is supposed to be junk auction day. However, it has rained for 2 entire straight days, and basically there was like 10 pictures online and this stuff looked horrible. So I decided to ditch the auction today and had to do a little errand for my wife, showing me to stop and pick a couple things up at the store. And this is why you always have your camera with you, because there is a brand new thrift store next to the supermarket that I had no idea was here. So we're gonna go check that out. Yeah, this is a new thrift store. We're gonna go check it out and see what we can find. Stick around. Some knickknacks. Wow, 25 bucks. A little pricey. I don't even think I could get 24 bucks for that car. Lots of glassware. Oh, these are pretty. Thought they might have been Linux. That's a pretty cool idea. For the stands. Through some clothes and see if I can find something. If I find anything good, I'll show you. Wow, that was insanity. That place won't be there long. The prices are ridiculously high. I mean, those die-cast Windrush trucks, they wanted 24 or something a piece for those. I can't even get that in my booth. And they weren't rare. They were just die-cast trucks. I mean, when they came out, they were probably $30, $32, but not now. The clothing was pretty picked through. It was a lot of like sweaters and plain slacks and nothing really athletic or, you know, that I wanted for online or anything. It's kind of a bust, but you never know when you're going to need your camera. There is another thrift store on the way home that's also a little higher high-end items. So maybe we'll go stop and just check that out just for a little more content. But I don't have my high hopes of getting anything there either. But let's go check it out. Alright, we're here at the second thrift store, and this is the exact owner of the first thrift store that we went to. I believe that the building down there is all their overflow, so this is more like their gallery. Not saying I'm going to find anything decent here, but I just wanted to kind of give you a view of some of the thrift shops in my area. They're a little more upscale. So the first floor of this is basically all boutique of women's clothing. We're going to head upstairs. They have the furniture, and they also have the men's items up there. So let's go check that out. First, we're going to give you our patented trucker hat. Gotta have a trucker hat when you're an auction lifer. Get your $10 Dunkin' card so you can get your coffee in the morning. Don't you agree, puppy? Yeah, puppy agrees. Then you got your flashlight for looking at treasures. If you're into storage units, this is a must-have. Now the next two items, one of them has been from Mr. Stacks told in one of my early tailgate videos that when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I have to give away a Corvette. So I agreed to it, and so he's not going to make me a liar. I am sending you this friction Corvette. This is an old friction toy. It's in really good shape. And it is a Corvette. It's the AuctionLife Corvette. Now I do have one more thing that we're going to send, and when I told Q that we were getting some stuff together, Q came up with something that he would like to include in the prize. This is kind of like a bonus. And as we all know, Q is majorly into Coca-Cola. So we are sending you this neat old vintage Coca-Cola bottle. And if you look on the bottom, this is from Bethlehem, PA. Hope you can read that. But this is a local bottling company to us. It's the older, heavier green bottle. So this is the local piece for us. So hopefully you enjoy that. That is going to be your little prize pack. I am going to get this boxed up, and we're going to get it to the post office today and sent on its merry way. So back to the action. Well, again, nothing. Yeah, these two thrift stores are pretty expensive. This one here used to be everything with the clothes and furniture, shoes, knickknacks, all that kind of stuff. But I guess they got the new place down the street. They got rid of all the clothing. They got rid of all the knick-knack things. Now it's just like a furniture gallery. And I didn't really see anything that was interesting. There was a couple nice pieces in there, but they're priced, you know, where I won't be able to flip them. So that being said, that's going to wrap it up for this bonus part. Hey, what's going on, YouTube universe? It is another episode of Auction Life, and it is junk auction day. I haven't been to the junk auction in a week or so, It was raining pretty hard last Monday, so I said ditch it. This Monday, I looked yesterday for today, and there was a lot of really cool pictures online. However, we had some very violent thunderstorms last night. Seen a lot of power outages on my way here. I don't know how much of this stuff actually got covered. We'll find out shortly. But if you're new to the channel, what we do is we look for things that we can resell, reuse, put in our booth, list online, or that I just think is cool and I pick up for me. I've been trying to do a little, I've been trying to come up with some ideas on how to get you guys more involved in our channel. And I think I came up with a pretty interesting one, and I don't know how it's going to work. So we're going to give it a shot. So here's what we're going to do. I want you in the comment section below, I want you to put in there the name of any item. It could be anything. Kitchen faucet. I don't know, garden rake. Anything. Anything you could think of. Just pick one item. And because this junk auction is so varied, I'm going to see how many of those items I can find at one particular junk auction. So once I have a list compiled, I'll write it down. Like I got my editor's list. She left me a list this morning of, it's kind of cute, it says wish list on the bottom, but I guess that's for Christmas. But I'm gonna make my list, and we'll see how many of the items that we can actually find. I think it'll be a fun, interactive little way for you guys to get involved. What else did I want to discuss? I think that was about it for now. I'm sure something else will come to me. But next week, with it being Memorial Day, this company has a huge sale. I mean, massive, where there's not enough tables. So that's why I was surprised to see so much nice stuff today, because usually people hold it until Memorial Day. But I will not come here on Memorial Day. You cannot park. You end up parking across the street and have to walk like half a mile just to get to the auction. And as a reseller, I'm not going to get anything decent at a decent price that I can sell. So the best auctions to go to is this one, the one before, and the one after, because everybody will sell their good stuff, they think, and then, you know, people go back to work, and then we'll come back and get some better bargains. But all that being said, I've talked enough. Time for me to get my coffee, get my petty cash ready in my front pocket, and let's go see if we can find some really cool stuff today. Usually this whole side's empty. Got a whole bunch of wet kitchen stuff. Oh boy. Don't see anything good here yet. Morning, sir.
Morning, how are you today?
Ah, living a dream. Some miscellaneous tools. Wow. Everything just got freaking soaked. What a shame. These tables are usually pretty good. There's a lot covered.
You must have knew it was going to rain, huh?
I guess. It come down hard last night.
Didn't it? Really? I was a little concerned. Hot time. I didn't think it was going to hit us, and then it really blew.
It got a little creepy last night. It was just constant thunder and lightning.
Yeah, I think that's a good word.
Yeah, see, a lot of this stuff's still covered, so we're not going to get to see it until they uncover it. Let's go see if we can look in the back here. Gates, fencing.
Yeah.
See, it's a little thin here.
Well, probably 8 or 9.
Yeah. But it looks better in your pocket than somebody else's, right?
Correct.
Just jumped in the back or something.
See, some of these, most of these are covered.
But I ran around more like 5 feet.
Oh. Signs are cool, but I think they're new. Tools and a frog. Yeesh. I know exactly what this is. I just bought one of these for 60 bucks. I have to admit, part of me checks these tools because you never know if the ones that got stolen end up here from our house in Easton or Allentown. I'm sorry. What is this? Heavy boxes is what they are. Oh, it's light. It's empty. Empty. Let's go look at furniture that's not covered up. This is pretty cool. Particle board. Nope. Oh, well, that's rude. We're gonna have to fix this dummy before I show you pictures of it. That's pretty cool. Old wooden mannequin with articulating fingers. It's kind of creepy. I don't know if everybody noticed, but I did not bring my truck today, and the reason I did that is to encourage me not to buy huge pieces of furniture because we don't need them for the booth. And if I had my truck and it went cheap, I wouldn't be able to stop myself, and I already have enough stuff in the shed. So
That was that same development, right? Yeah.
I just got like.
Did he have all the hi-fi stuff too? Same guy with the hi-fi stuff?
I just gave it to him. They were big fat. And then that's what they're talking about all week of
see, this I could fit. That would fit in a car. This definitely would not. Globe.
Guess what? It'll take two of you. Hey, that wouldn't work. That's still borderline.
Yeah, but probably your grease is all gummed up. Which is expected, you know, when it comes to things like this. Hey, how you doing? Fine so far now.
Cowboy hard hat. Fair enough. This is an interesting set of tables. Big old wheel.
Trucks, huh? $100,000. Yeah.
Cats are pretty cool. Oh, they're heavy.
Lots for sale.
Those are
Have you
kind
ever
of
seen
neat.
a sign that said just a little for sale? Lots for
That
sale.
was pretty cool.
Lots and lots.
What else we got? Some Pyrex. And some jars. Nothing old.
Somebody that I knew that was selling it. Oh yeah, look at
Let's go take a look down here.
this. Oh, that's really interesting. He's probably with me. I got Let me give you that for it.
Some yard art. Those are funky. What the hell would you do with it?
These are awesome.
Yeah, they're just so big.
I know. Never fit on top of my car.
He's got the van here.
Will never fit in his van.
They are neat though.
Boy, what a transformation. You're looking fine.
Now there was a lot of pictures online. There's a whole table of these somewhere. All the decorative ones. Got some jadeite, Fire King. Comic books, but they're newer and they're wet now. Ugh, what a shame. I see Matchbox cars under there and records. Well, good news for me and bad news for me. The good news is that a lot of the tables that I've seen pictured in the ad are all covered up. I mean, there's a lot of tables that got covered, which is good news for me, which means they take care of the stuff and that they actually care about it enough to take the few minutes and put the plastic on it, which surprises me that none of them usually do it, because they supply the tarps here. Like, you don't have to bring your own. They have plastic tarps here that you can use. They're not the greatest, but they keep the water off. The bad news for me is that filming now, I'm not getting a good sense as to what's there. The way they do this is they will open up a table and give you a couple minutes, and then they start, and then halfway through the first table they will uncover the second table. So I think what we're going to probably end up seeing in this video is a little bit of footage, as you'll actually hear the auctioneers in the background, because I'm not going to get to film it until they actually open it. So a little bit more work for me, a little bit more work for my editor, but it's all part of the game. I have 50 bucks in my front pocket, and they should be getting started probably within 15 minutes or so. So let's see what we can pick up. We can pick up some good stuff. Stick around.
$2 on it.
eBay, it's go for $1. Right now they want 10. It's funny because a lot of people are saying
$4. 5.
that watch looks nice. It's a West clock.
7. 8. Anybody wait?
Ooh, size of these.
West Bridge Street, and make a left and drop in the street. I gotta go. I'll go to the
Ashtrays.
Advertising.
Hard to believe they used to send these to you. When you became a customer, they would give them out.
It'd be funny to do it nowadays. I have my father's company, Remington and Cochran Match Pack. One of a kind. Never find that again, you know? Little things like that are worth more to me than gold.
Need a match pack? Here we go.
Wow, this is pretty cool. I'm smoking a cigarette. Reading holiday.
Then you find.
Let me know when you find it.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, any retro thing. But it's nothing to sell, like no one would pay. You know what I mean? Like me, the right person, right place.
I love all this cool advertising stuff. 66. These are all old matchbooks. John Deere. Coca-Cola. That is so cool. Those are cool. All these old thermometers are awesome.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12, 13, 14, 49, 49, 13.
That is a really cool table. I might have to stay for that one.
Go for $2 right up there. $2. Those right there. So you're buying that one right there, folks. This is an antique classic right there. Still in the box. All your frames for wear.
I don't think these are that old. Empire.
$4 wear. Sold for $3 right here. All right, on your little fireplace piece here, folks, and in the back right there, you still have a little spinny gig. How about $1 there? 2, 3. You have $3 and $4 there. $5, $6 here. $5, 7 along there. 7, here for $8. They come on for $8 a piece. You get for $10 in little bigware.
Over with Ray and his crew. He just took out some paper goods and lighters that were showcasing.
All right, we have a fan here. $2 a day. Anybody want $2 on the fan? $2 for the fan. Anybody want $2 on the fan? Nobody wants the fan. $2. Tell you what, kids. You have.
Alright, well, I picked up a couple things so far. I won't show you because we have to do the reveal. But so far I spent 5, 6, 20, 26 bucks. So they're still doing, they're uncovering the tables as we go. And it's kind of hard to get footage, but we're going to keep plugging away. They're coming up, and then one of the next tables has a porcelain cement sign from a cement company. Really cool, really nicely aged. I'm hoping I can get that. Oh, pardon me, I got the hiccups. But yeah, let's get back at it and see if we can get some good deals.
I don't know. I don't know. I think keep that easy. I took a picture of the
We're hitting this. I don't know if that's $20. 20 off. $10. Take it in. $10 off. $5. 6. 2, 3. This is 2. It's the 3. $3 there. 2, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11 on, 10 on them, 11, 11 here, 10, 11. 10 on them, 11, 10, 11. $10 there, 10. 10.
What is it? We don't know.
Hard enough by getting mid-engine.
And then you got
The old school engines, they
code holder here, $10 on
use them on
them.
farms for like washing
10, 11. 11 on, 10 on them, 11. 10, 11 on, 10 here, and 11, 11 here, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, well, we're back from the auction, and I ran a couple errands after I left there. I went through the booth, and the big wooden display case that spins sold already. It was only in there for 3 days. I listed it higher than I thought I should have, and it sold, so apparently I didn't price it high enough. We also sold a little one-drawer table. The beer tray, like the old wood, looked like the top of a beer barrel. It's in one of my old junk auction videos. You probably see it if you binge watch my old stuff. What else? Oh, there was something on the shelf that I don't remember what it was, but my GoPro battery died, so I didn't get the footage of that. We also went to a storage unit auction today. The guy that runs the storage unit auction does not like people filming in there, so I wouldn't have been able to film anyway. They had 2 units, didn't get one. I'm gonna have to get one because I'm running out of inventory. As you can see, the shop is pretty empty. I still have this left, which I am going to use this wood over here to make shelves for. This is reclaimed barn wood off of an old mushroom farm, which I have a bunch of. So that's going to be the shelving. All right, enough babbling. On to what we picked up today. They were selling stuff out of a display case, and it got down to $2 a choice. I took 4 items out of there. One of them was a Zippo, which I sold when I got to the booth to a guy that he's a Zippo dealer, and it was like from 1972 or 73. I paid $2 for it. He gave me 10, so that paid for a lot of what I picked up. I spent a total of $32 to $35, somewhere in there, I forget. Picked up the Zippo. So we also picked up these, it says stripper deck, but it's not what you think. What it is these are marked magician's cards. They're still brand new, unbroken. They have the paper in here that tells you how to do the tricks. So if you're doing a card trick, you can give them the deck and say, here, this is a new deck. You open it. That was $2. That's kind of cool. We picked up this little locket, which I will get to the significance of why I bought this ugly little thing, if I can get it open. This is not marked anywhere. It does have a cool old picture in it, and these are glass. They are not plastic. I have to test this. This may actually be gold. I don't know. I don't see any markings anywhere. So once I test that, we'll see what that turns out to be. But for $2, it's worth the gamble. I picked up this little ukulele tuner. And again, I got to put you down. Here, I'll let you see me. This is kind of cool. I blew this thing when I got home and it drove my dogs nuts, but I'm going to do it again. So this is for tuning your instrument. Has different sounds, so you can find your key. Thought that was kind of cool. $2. We picked up these. Paper and Moose might think these are pretty cool. These are American agriculturists from the 1913s. It's July, February. Oh, they come out on Valentine's Day. June. This one's got a rip in it, but I paid $2 for these, and I think they're kind of cool. They have a lot of the old advertising in them. Here's one for Harvester. I was looking at one that was really cool, if I can find it. It was on the first page, so it won't take me long. Wasn't that one? It might have been this one. Yes! The Studebaker 4. For $1,000 for a car. I'll tell you what, if I can buy them for $1,000 now, I'd buy them all day. But it's really cool. These are old, you know, nice ephemera. The nice graphics are still good. Put that on top of there. We picked up these. These are 18 karat plated and filled. They're not real expensive, but I paid, I think, $15 for the whole tray. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 32, 4, 6, 8, like almost 40 of them. So even at $20, that would be $2 a piece, which is a pretty good deal. I will list these probably $5 a piece, 4 maybe, and see what they do. They'll look good in a display case. There's one in here that's really cool. I might actually keep the Indian head. Kind of like that one. But anyway, pick those up. We picked this up. I have a feeling Q's going to want to steal this. This is from 1989. Nice tin sign, framed. Kind of cool. And we picked up this drafting kit. I think I paid $5 for this. It's a Mercury, Keifel and Esser Company in New York. All the parts are there. Everything's in it. So there was one piece, a couple pieces that fell out while he was looking at it, but they're all here. All the points. So that'll do well. It's in a nice hard case. And the last thing, I did not buy this today. This was given to me by my aunt, who is probably watching this video. Hi, Aunt Shug. She just got a really cool new van, so she's going to be flea marketing again this year. She sets up at a certain auction where a famous YouTuber seems to like to go. So this is actually a Lalique, I guess it would be a dresser box. It's got a lady on it. It's very heavy. It's actually got the tag on the bottom, says made in France, and a number which I'm pretty sure if I looked up I could find out what they go for. It does have a chip in the lid. I don't know if anybody see that. Can you see that? I can see it. So if it wasn't chipped, you're looking at probably $75 to $85 for that piece. The fact that it is chipped, I'm going to probably put it in for $30, and if somebody wants to make me an offer, I'd probably take $20. But it is a nice piece. Whew, that was a lot of talking. Alright, I'm going to do my wrap up. It's getting hot. I'm going to go upstairs, get in the air condition, and check out some local storage unit auctions. We're going to have to get a unit soon because, like I said, I'm out of inventory, and buying things one at a time is just not going to keep the booth going. So that being said, oh, I said earlier in the video, and I'll remind you, first of all, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please smash that like button. Show some love to the editor because I make her job very hard. Next time on this video, if you make a comment of a random item, the next time I go to the junk auction, I will read off the list and see how many of them I can find. It's kind of like a junk auction scavenger hunt. So that'll be fun. And if you have any ideas of how we can make this more interactive, check us out on Poshmark. Check us out on all the stuff she's got listed below. We have a post office box. Feel free to send us fan mail. If I get a couple pieces of fan mail, I might do a little blurb on that. Maybe do a little fan mail reading. I guess I'll have to start collecting something because Mr. Stacks collects license plates. I don't know what I collect. I don't really collect anything. Alright, that being said, it's time for my stupid dad joke. And my stupid dad joke is this. How does a Sith Lord get to the top floor? He takes the elevator. Thanks for watching. Keep living that auction life. See you next time. Bye.